after the Renekton is locked in for Dudu. Does that mean that now we get the Keen lock in? The answer is probably not, as Chovy's hovering the Zeri.
I think Keen just has too many things he can play. There's so many, his champion pool is so massive that you don't need to lock something up like a Jax right now, or if he was going to play Yone top, which I don't think he will.
Yeah, I mean, GP we just found out that GP's a champion again in our previous series, and so that one's going to be locked away for Keen, one of our greatest Gangplank players.
Lane can be tricky in the first few levels, but it's a good matchup into the Corki. So you have really nice engage, and you have blow up here as well for Kwangdong Freaks. Like, if you end up hitting a Solar Flare, you Zenith Blade in, the Ezreal Burst comes through, the Hui Burst comes through, something like a Gangplank is going to be in a lot of trouble.
As we've got a bit of a fight here towards the bottom side. Pace taking a fair bit of damage. Canyon gets here in the nick of time, though, as the burst fires not necessarily all landing, but there's the dash forward. Canyon, can he find it? Undil, that's going to be the sidestep. Canyon trying to get after them. They get a couple of flashes out of the bottom lane of the Kwangdong Freaks. If you know you can get rid of, there's a couple of stuns, you know. As Trial by Fire is actually now on Dudu, who's going to try and walk this one off. Arctic Assault not going to connect as there's the flash out. So even further away stuff happening as Pei's going to skate on over. That's going to be the knock-up onto Undil. And no more Aftershock and no more Eclipse, but it's going to be enough. And he walks it off.
Onto Pei's right away there, which was a little bit concerning as Dudu.
Oh, Trial by Fire. That is a lot of damage. Mid laners actually find a lot of value in, as Chovy's just, standing his ground and doing shooting, but he might be in trouble here as the ulti's going to go wide, but that's only because of the flash. Nicely played there from Bulldog, as Pace is ulting here on this bottom side as well. Now Lehens, can he actually catch up to keep them in position as the Glacial Prison goes a little bit wide? We're going to head back towards its bottom lane as Lehens is lit on fire. And now, here in the mid lane, a slowdown, Cannon Barrage, there's the turn, Canyon looks for the Permafrost and gets it! Cuzz wants to be able to possess the Sejuani though, and is going to be able to do it. It's a 1-for-1 in mid, first blood going to Gen G. Gangplank is not Captain Hook, and therefore not as scared of crocodiles. As Lehens is going to be able to grand exit. He had to just slice to get into experience range, I'm pretty sure, as Teleport is going to come in. And Gen G, they're looking for the dive. Arctic Assault is going to connect here onto Dudu. Cannon Barrage comes on through as well. And Chovy, after teleporting in, is going to be able to help grab that kill as well. And Keen, he wants even more. Trial by Fire comes down, lights Bulldog on fire, and there's nothing he can do. Double kill for the Gangplank. And it makes me feel like already the Gangplank's completely out of control.
It's out of control. It is now, and it was already a problem. The Renekton into GP matchup, you know, if you make a mistake as the GP, the Renekton can get ahead and run you down, but usually you need jungle help. As Cuzz, I don't know about this.
Well, let's see whether he can get this one done, as Keen's going to eat some oranges and has to flash to get out of the Heartbreaker. Very nicely done. Is he out of the woods just yet, though, is the question. As the charge up, there's the flash forward, and Cuzz,
the Keen
just lost cannon and all. So we're going to check out this dive once again.
It's so crazy that Chovy's like, all right, I TP in. We also, if I TP, we get both Bulldogs TP and 2 kills. It's like, because otherwise, what do you do is Dudu in this case, he already had to like not play the game, and then he's like, oh, okay, they're diving me, and then Bulldog comes up, he's like, I got you, man. Oh, you don't got him. You're also dead. Your TP is gone. And Chovy just makes it happen, and then over here, Keen plays this incredibly well, flashes the Heartbreaker, but now he doesn't have flash. Cuzz just gonna get as close as he can here, buffers this with the flash into the stun, takes him out, becomes GP for a minute, but shuts him down so that the Renekton can get that gold, deny that farm.
Owie! That's a barrel. That one hurts. Kwangdong Freak's gonna try and punish this though, as Canyon and Chovy trying to get their way out. They know that help was on the way, as now they engage onto the Frost Armor and the Aftershock of Canyon. Means that I don't know whether they want this. Even though the Grasping Maw does come down, True Shot Barrage laid on top, and Canyon just walks it off.
He's just
fine.
His damage taken stat.
All right, a few buttons going missing as Pace is here. All right, and now we're certifying the Zeri. It is going to be the kill first going over to Sejuani.
It does not care, and now Dudu is alone.
Oh dear, maybe he's a handbag. Grand Entrance does come on through there as Dudu. Still relatively tanky.
Or now he can keep putting the pressure on, go towards Dragon. As unfortunately for Kwangdong Freaks, as proactive as this play is, Chovy's Valkyrie is really good, and the Aftershock, like you said, just absorbs everything, and he just tosses the ult into Cuzz. I mean, the layering of everything there was so perfect for Canyon, and he just trades half his health bar for a win in the team fight. Then Paze shows up here as a control ward here in the pit, so he knows they don't know, and he's got cleanse, so there's just no risk to this play whatsoever.
I've never thought about And I think we'd all agree, as now Leaper fighting against Pays, but Pays and Lehens. Grand Entrance does come on through. Pays can't actually close the gap as they're fighting on top of the Cannon Barrage, and there goes Lehens. Quantum Freaks realizing that they're not exactly in the most comfortable of positions, and Canyon sitting like a sniper, ready to throw out the Glacial Prison. Let's see whether he's found Leaper and Cuzz here. He absolutely has. Rocket comes in, and did he last hit him with a Glacial Prison? That's one way to do it. Pays is going to be able to pick up a kill here as well, and Quantum Freaks, oh no! The House of Cards is just toppling! Lehens even picks up a kill with a Q. It's just weird ways to get kills day here for Gen G. But still, Gen G in full control. Baron has just spawned about 15 seconds ago. Hex Gates can be employed as Quantum Freaks coming back onto the map as Leaper. Arcane Shift now on cooldown. The Flash is still down from before, and he's dead again. Arndil also going to most likely follow suit as there's a flash forward. Not scared of the Cannon Barrage anymore is Pays.
It's now probably going to be 2.5 after this Baron take. As he just goes in. It's actually Zeri who slides in onto the Israel. It's an engage from Lehens, and it's not the first time we've seen Leaper caught out like this.
If the Crocodile's down at half health and this poke damage
it's
coming through is kind of nutty, exactly right, as now Arndil, he's going to catch a Glacial Prison. Bulldog's also just taking incidental damage. Arndil's going to try and turn it. It doesn't quite work out though as the quickness comes in. That's going to clean up the Crocodile. And Lehens takes matters into his own hands. Leaper tries his very best to find a fight, but he's not quite going to get there. The slowdown comes in from Bulldog, but all of his friends are lying down in the dirt.
The only thing left to do at this point is to vote POG Atlas. And that's a tough call. It's one of those games where you're like, man, it's a great game for Lehens. Like, Pays is actually pretty sick this game. Like, Keen's GP actually kind of on fire. Like, Canyon's early game, his mid game, his ultra a little bit shaky, but, you know, he's all pretty solid. And
I think maybe
Chovy is laning. I mean, come on.
Is it just a Canyon? Like a if in doubt Canyon type moment?
Yeah, I think it is. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm a little bored of Canyon voting. You know, we've been doing it for like 4 years.
It used to be that it was the only right vote ever. And we'll see whether that's going to be the case as there goes the Nexus.